we go. Good morning, good morning. What you guys think? How you like them greens? We need some green like those guys. A little bit green like that. I can't think backward. A little bit green there. We need some green like blue. Where is it? Some green like that. Some plus 17s like that. Yeah, we need some of those guys. And then down here too, there's a nice green. That's a nice green there. What's up, guys? Good morning. I haven't had nearly enough coffee yet. My hair is a mess. I haven't combed my hair yet. I haven't done anything. I figured I'd get up and do some morning charts with you guys. Theoretically, technically, it is still morning here. It is 11:57 a.m. So it's morning. Good morning, guys. Got my coffee. And yeah, we'll take a look at some charts. Guess I was partially correct with the way the price action went last night. What's up, Sarah? Thanks for joining. We'll take a look at a few charts. Let me just pull up my YouTube lives, make sure it's working. Let's see who's watching, if anybody's saying hello. I don't know watchers yet, but they'll pop on. I find in the morning I don't get nearly as many viewers as my evening shows, but again, my morning shows have, I think, a lot more informative value, especially analysis for market analysis. And my evening shows are, just arranging my stuff, my evening shows are a lot more vulgar. Well, sometimes we sit around and have a few beers and talk about some things that are happening and some things that I think off the top of my head. And sometimes I tell a few people off, and if you're offended, you know what to do. But that's fine. So anyway, I think I'll flip over to a screen share and we'll check out some stuff. Mike, thanks for joining. Yeah, so we'll take a look and see what I see on the charts as I left them last night. Should be on screen share. Did it go? It did not go. It did not go. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Let me get back into here. There we go. Now we got screen share. All right. So this is the chart as I left it, as per my video last night when I was finished my rant about how to be a millionaire, or basically how to not be a millionaire by spending too much money on useless things you don't need, right? And that also applies in trading. You can't just go out and buy a coin or buy an asset just because you want it. You have to get it for the right value, for the right reasons. Otherwise, you're doing yourself a disservice. So anyway, after I was finished that whole rant, I did up this chart, or at least some of this chart and this analysis I did last night. Specifically, these couple of red arrows here were as I left. And in my video last night, I said, whoops. In my video last night, I had this arrow and I had it dragged up and said, the highest we'll possibly go is up to this line, and then we'll probably reverse. But I said what's most likely going to happen is something like this. So anyway, I was partially correct, partially, partially off a little bit, but mostly correct. I mean, I got the general direction going. I even had a target down here at the 7,900, at least on the 15-minute chart. Oh no, my power flickered this morning, so both my computers and all my miners, well, actually my one miner, I don't have any, my other machine's not mining anymore, but so both my computers shut off, my miner shut off, so I had to go through all this big exercise of rebooting all my machines, opening up all my freaking programs that I use all the time, opening up all my like 78 tabs and all my different browsers. And of course, that consumes basically all of the RAM in my computer, and I need more RAM, but whatever. More to the point of my story, I had to go through this crazy exercise of rebooting everything, so I don't have my 1 hour chart or my 4 hour chart that I did last night. I only have the 15-minute chart because it's all that really saved. But That's what we got. So I had this 7900 local target, right, for a quick, and it did hit here. It rejected, it bounced, it came up, hit resistance, turned around, came down, broke through. So let's kind of take a look at what we're looking at now. I have my next support drawn in here is my 7700 support, and that comes from this bounce. And if I zoom, I got to go to an hourly chart to zoom out, I think, because it won't let me zoom that far. And that 7700 does also come over here, which was a minor support on a shoulder and became the bounce of the bottom of our kind of double top thing, or the most recent bounce from our downtrend. So it bounced there. So I got a 7700 support. Fine. Okay. So that's where I'm at with this. And on the 15-minute, because we have broken this support, I'm targeting now a 7700 for a next bounce. So I am I'm short in my main trade, but unfortunately my trading algorithm that I put together made a long, not a big long, just a small long. So that one will actually, it'll dollar cost average itself. So it actually made a long right at the freaking top of right here. Unfortunately, where I made a short, it made a long. Fine, whatever, but it's small. And the reason I got the thing programmed, it'll just dollar cost average down until it turns around, and then it'll sell, which is why it doesn't put any more than like 5% of my balance on a trade. That's fine, not a big deal. And sort of the same way as I trade. So I have an open long and an open short, and the short's going to make me money, already has made me money, and my long will make me money later. Fine, whatever. We'll let it go. So anyway, what'll happen is my trading algorithm will probably make a dollar cost average once we get down to 77, where I will probably end up closing my short. So win-win scenario, really, in the long run. But anyway, yeah, guys. So because this support's gone, I don't really see anything else in the middle of here other than, you know, a possible minor support here between 78 and 78.30 so I could draw a line in there, is a possible bounce location as well, which is like close. It did reject in there. Where does that line up? If I zoom out, if I have this, well, that would be 78.40 right there, right? Okay, let me just mark that line and take a look. So yeah, I mean, that could be a minor support bounce too. This, I would say, is a minor support zone based on this little thing here and this little thing here. Sort of two little shoulders on this little inverse head and shoulders shapey looking thing that I would, don't get me wrong, I would not have charted this as an inverse head and shoulders, really. I mean, it kind of is, but the entry isn't proper. But it still does have two little minor supports there, and this is a little minor, very extremely minor support zone, right? And we do have a little bit of a bounce there, but this isn't going to hold. You see this on the 15-minute. See this candle rejected here off of this. RSI really hasn't gotten down into the major oversold territory. So I would say that we are going to end up, based on the 15-minute, I would say we're going to end up back here down at 77, which I think I would have to review, but I think is what I said last night based on the 1 hour chart. Did I not? Or what did I say? I forget what I said last night on the 1 hour chart. But it totally makes sense on the 1 hour chart too. I mean, we're blowing this support. We came out of this triangle. We blew this support. We did not achieve the top on our long-term or mid-term downtrend line. We have support here. Oh yeah, that's right. Because on the 1 hour and 4 hour charts, I drew an Elliott wave, did I not? And with an Elliott wave, I have a bottom target of at least down to 77. And on the lower end, I have 75, or at least between, but yeah, oh yeah, that's right. Also, my Elliott wave that I drew last night, I have a target somewhere between 72 and 75 based on that Elliott wave. So why don't I go over here to a new chart where I can close that. I can remove all drawing tools so we can actually see what we're doing. Then I can zoom back out to the 4 hour. And then I can put in my couple of lines that I want. How do I want to draw that? Something like that, I think makes sense, at least on the 4 hour. Okay. That drawn down. And then this is our midterm downtrend, or most recent term downtrend, which is wedging. And then we have our trend from all-time high way up over there. So these are things that I want on my chart. All right, zooming in. We have it down, this wedge, which is why I say like that long entry that my trading algorithm, my bot made at the like totally wrong time is okay, because on this larger time frame, now assuming that we do get a bounce here, based on this, so we have our falling wedge. If you guys aren't in CoinTrade Mastery, then you need to look up your own cheat sheet for patterns. But if you're in CoinTrade Mastery, you can just check out the chart patterns cheat sheet, where the falling wedge, right, is a bullish indicator. We have like this whole thing is a bounce zone, even though there's like 20 bounces in here. So we have one bounce zone, a bounce zone. And if we have 3 bounces, it's likely we should have a 4th bounce. And based on this 4 hour chart, I think trying to pull a 7200 bottom out of this chart is a little bit difficult, but a 7500 bottom is really in play. And if that happens, and I don't mean a direct absolute straight line, because we're gonna do like a lot of like zigzag stuff all the way up, and all over the place, mostly sideways really. And this still is within a sideways trend, right? But based on this, we should end up finding a bottom on our wedge again and then heading upward. And that could also create a bullish divergence on our RSI, where RSI is actually on an uptrend right now. RSI is definitely on an uptrend, and that is kind of good. So get back out of here, we're on a uptrend. It doesn't matter if we go down to 75. RSI is definitely gonna should end up meeting or maybe coming through our line a little bit, but it'll still be a general uptrend on RSI. I don't think if we get to 7,500, I don't think RSI would drop below this 20 mark based on this bottom. So if RSI bottoms anything above 20, so anything above like 24, 25, which still puts us in oversold territory, but does not go lower than this, but we have lower price action, we would end up creating a bullish divergence between RSI and price action, which would confirm our falling wedge and tell us that we are going to begin a little bit of upward momentum. And by upward momentum, I don't mean moon, I don't mean Lambo. By upward momentum, I mean like, I don't know, what do I have drawn here? 9,600, 95, 9,600. I think 10K is a little bit of a stretch based on this downtrend. I think if we get to 10K, well, we could get to 10K, and just like other places where we've come out of our trend and reverse and go back into our trend, still means our trend is in play. So I mean, 96 is within our boundaries. Where'd that go? 96 is within our boundaries, but 10K is not out of the question over the course of the next several days. And again, I've said in a lot of my videos, I'm a little bit impaired of predicting days and weeks out of what the price is going to do. But that's what I see based on this pattern anyway. Take it or leave it. Do what you want to do. I don't think it's relevant to draw a trend line up from the bottom here, because we're still too much downward pressure going on at the moment. How's volume doing? We had volume spike in here on downtrend. A little bit of this is only mediocre volume really, but I got some little bit of a red spike there on our downtrend. So we still have mostly downward pressure going on. If I zoom out, pretty now on the long term, we have fairly even pressure along the whole descent. Has fairly even pressure here, so definitely down pressure is still in play. Horizontal support resistance, that's a spot. Yeah, okay, so that's right. All right, so the 75 definitely goes in. It's a shoulder point. It's a good point to bounce. Our Elliott wave would also agree with that. Wrong spot. Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 would agree. Okay, and I put an impulse wave in reverse. Okay, where 2 to 3, the 2, 3, or the 4, 5 needs to be the longer stretch, and in this case, our 2, 3 would be a longer stretch. So our 4, 5 can be shorter. That's okay as long as 5 is not above 3. Elliott's is in play. Otherwise, this isn't a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but that's okay. I'm using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 anyway. Excuse me, I'm thirsty. Which would also coincide with our A, B, C as well, where between B and C, we would need 5 waves in order to actually make B and C make sense. So in an ABC correction, what you should have is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. Okay, and then we would have ABC, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that would complete our ABC, right? And then we can start a new pattern. So Elliott would confirm. Thank you, Mr. Elliott. So Elliott confirms with that idea as well. So that's what I think, guys, for the next couple of days right now, is probably a 7,500 bottom. And then we should be able to get a bounce. And I think a maximum, it depends how much momentum we get. If we get a lot of momentum, then, maybe 10. If we get a little bit of momentum, then, maybe 9. I've got 95, 96 here is what I think. Just, a little bit of a medium spot there. But I don't think the momentum would really start till we get outside of this falling wedge, because I would assume that a lot of traders are following this falling wedge here at the moment for their midterm trades. So anyway, that's what I see. And back to on the 15. Let me get rid of that. Well, how about I just duplicate this one instead, and I'll leave that open. See if my computer decides to shut itself off again. All right. So that's what I have there, and I'll go to the 15. What's the 15 have on RSI right now? So the 15, yeah, we have here. So the 15, the RSI is going to come down. We won't get divergence on the 15, but on the 4 hour, we could probably end up with divergence. Of course, we have predominantly the same patterns. What do we have in here? Okay. Have a little bit of a pattern in here, I would think. Boom, boom, boom-ish. Boom, boom. And head and shoulders has to put us at least there. I can move my head over. Really, it has a double peak here up in the head with some other shapes and shit in there, but that's in play. That's in play. So we have a head and shoulders. That's what happened. We came out of it. So this shape is already over. We don't make a trade on this because this is over. I'm just reasoning with myself for why we went down here and didn't come up and complete. And well, I guess we made it very, very close to this trend. So how come on this chart my trend is much, much higher? I guess I could tweak that down a little bit, right? I think I just have my line a little bit too high, so it's not very accurate. That's why. Okay. Oh yeah, see, and I'm cutting off here. That's right. So I would actually have to raise my trend line a little bit, but that's okay. That's fine. That's fine. But anyway, a little bit of a head and shoulders-ish pattern there. It's not a hard top. It's a flat top. So I don't know if it's really a head and shoulders or not, but we did. Oh yeah, that's right. We did have this drawn last night. as a possibility of a pattern. So we had this little bull pennant form, but the bull pennant failed, right? It failed and it came out. So there's downtrend. We ended up head and shoulders-ish based on this shoulder. So we're going down some more. Again, this was a bear pennant and then head and shouldered, and then we're going down some more. So what do we have really for patterns right now? Not a whole lot. We're just going down right now. Could end up with a bounce. So yep, I would say everything on my 4 hour confirms with my 1 hour at the moment. How's RSI on 1 hour? No. I mean, theoretically, that's a little bit of divergence, but I mean, in all technicality, oh no, because I'm looking at this one. This pot and this bottom are like at the exact same height, so we have no divergence yet, but we could end up with divergence right here at 75. All right, okay. So the 1 hour confirms, 15-minute makes sense, 4 hour makes sense to get ourselves a bottom and go up. What does our daily tell us? The daily, I mean, of course, the same shape is in play. Our daily doesn't really look too hot. Our daily actually looks worse than I would have thought, because we have there's no rejection candle. There's no rejection candle. But I mean, we have this hammer. We have a hammer, which is a rejection candle. Then we have a doji, which is indecision. But now we have this red candle, and it's not trading up. We're not trading up. We didn't get out of our little wedge here on this candle. So I'm not really looking too hot on this. We would have to basically reject like today in order to really say that we're going to get some upward momentum. So my daily tells me down. Okay, so my daily chart tells me down. I'm saying very bearish on my daily chart still, but my 4 hour, 1 hour, and my 15-minute are really telling me that we should break up out of this pattern and retest this 96 or 9 to 10 area, whatever. We'll retest the 96 and likely come right back down because I'm seeing too much downward pressure and too much indication of sideways action to take place yet. I think we're just going to range here between 7 and 10K or 7 and 12K for quite a while before we really need, an event or event. We need some kind of fundamental, some kind of fundamental play here to really kind of get us out of this. So anyway, guys, flip back to my camera here. And you guys have any questions or anything? Sarah, Mike, Felix, Moon, Chris, Abelito. I don't know how to pronounce your name properly. I'm sorry. Scott, Kristen, and Jacques, Evan, Johnny. Thanks for joining, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them there. YouTube's, of course, Mickey. Yeah. Let's take a look at those miners. Okay, Mickey's on YouTube's right now. Here, we'll switch back to my screen. Make sure I'm on screen. Yes, I am. So Mickey, he tunes into like all my videos. And he's asking, yo, you looked at the Dragon Mint. I assume that was supposed to come with a question mark. They are bringing out the X1 and X2 miners for cheaper than Bitmain. Yes, but the X1 and X2 miners are less efficient and less powerful and all that than... Is my head in the way, guys? Which way do I gotta lean for that? I forget. But yeah, let's take a look at those right now. We'll do a comparison on those since you want to talk about miners. Sure. Okay. So to do that, we'll open a tab. We'll go to shop.bitmain first, and then we'll open a tab and we'll go to that's how long, right? Not this miner, but we want to go to shop. Actually, I'll just go back here and we're just gonna take a look at all products. Let's just see what's up here. And the so this is the Antminer X3, And this is a Kryptonite miner that they're coming out with. Oh, batch 3 sold out. Batch 4. Oh, so we're into batch 4. 1,900 bucks for batch 4. Oh, I so want to buy one. But the problem is, I think Monero's talking. Monero's pretty adamant on keeping the ASICs out of their algorithm. So they're going to swap their algorithm. I think it's a shitty decision to buy this miner right now. I totally want to FOMO into it. But anyway, let's take a look at some of these. So what do they have? Those are the Blake. So we have the the X2. Oh. What? Oh, what was the T1? Sorry, what was the? Is this one? No, that's a SHA. That's a SHA 256. Oh shit. That's a SHA 256. What miner did Dragon Mint? Okay, or How Long Mining? They came out with one, a Kryptonite miner that's for sale. They must have taken it down off the site, but it was only it was $3,000, but it was only 20 kilohashes. All right. So this one is the X3, and these aren't shipping until like May. It's 220 kilohashes, 550 watt, and it's like $2,000. And How Long Mining, we have their X2 in April, so it ships in April, not in May. It's $3,000. Fine. Not bad. 248 kilohashes. How much power? Kryptonite, 490 watts. Oh, sick. That's cool. Guys, I didn't know anything about this. Well, what happened to the one? They had one that was only 20 kilohashes and they were charging like $3,000 for it. Right? So anyway, I just that's why I commented in my other video. I thought these guys sucked because Bitmain was going to blow them out of the water, but it looks like they really upped their game on this one. This looks really cool. Awesome. Yeah, 3,000, 115 bucks for the power supply, but you'll have to. It'll probably be two. Oh no, actually, yeah, because you only need 490 watts, so you might actually be able to run that on 110 volt. What's their power supply? Do they have info on their power supply? I'm just dinking around right now, guys, actually. But yeah, so totally, this would be a good buy. 248 kilohashes, 3,000 bucks. Ships in April. So if you look at Antminer, batch 4 shipping after batch 2. They always have typos on their sites. That should ship after batch 3. Shipping after batch. So there's no batch 2. So we got batch 1. Oh no, batch 2 was in the email. That's right. Okay, guys, I'm just so confused with all these freaking batches. Shipping after batch. When does batch 1 ship? I don't think these shipped until May. Shipping costs before April. Wow, they might ship near the same time. Okay, so I think How Long is more expensive, really. I mean, compared to the 1,900 bucks, because they have their this is 3,000, which is basically the same price. Their $1,600 one is the X1, and it's only 124 kilohashes, which is like just a little over half of what Bitmain's miner is that you can, basically order for 1,900 bucks. And you got to realize, guys, is the profitability of these is going to tank as soon as the profitability of this is going to tank before you get your hands on the freaking miner, just like every other one, just like the Dash miner, just like the Siacoin miner, which I have upstairs. I mean, it's still profitable, but it's not freaking like the same profit as you're going to calculate on, what to mine or Coin Wars like right now. So I don't know, like I don't know, guys. I really don't want to FOMO into a Kryptonite miner because where was that? I was watching something last night. Is it org? Yes, it is. Okay. What do we have in here? Core teams. POW change and key reuse. Monero with tweak. And how key reuse for logs. POW change and Kiwi use. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So lately, a common reoccurring subject has been ASIC resistance and how we should react to any potential threat from ASICs, right? And Monero, and actually something else I caught on a video. Actually, I was watching UFD Tech, Brett's channel on YouTube. Great guy. He's like 27 years old or something like that. Does a tech channel, basically building gaming rigs. So all about tech, all about the hardware. So your CPU, your RAM, power supplies, comparisons on video cards, shit like that. And he also touches base on mining from a GPU mining perspective. For gamers who have rigs that just want to, recover some of the funds that they spent on rigs. Is my screen share still on? Yes, it is. Okay. So he really touches on this, and he was talking about this on a video yesterday, which is where I found out about Monero actually intending on changing their proof of work algorithm, tweaking their algorithm a little bit so that it basically nullifies all of the ASICs that are out there because they won't be able to mine. If you create an ASIC, it's an application specific integrated circuit. It's a machine that does one function. Okay, so if you change the algorithm, it's no longer doing the function that is required for that particular currency, this one being Monero. And he was saying that on How Long Mining's website, so back here over here in the Dragon Mint, they actually used to list, it said algorithm, CryptoNight, but they actually listed here in the specs a list of coins that it would mine. And as soon as Monero posted this post, they removed Monero as one of the coins that their ASIC mining machine would mine, right? So Monero's intending on changing their algorithm. So if you get the CryptoNight miner, the ASIC, either the one from Bitmain or the one from How Long Mining, the Dragon Mint, right? It's not really. I highly doubt you're going to be able to mine Monero with it. And if and the whole reason that other coins like Electroneum and other ones are using the CryptoNight algorithm is because they want ASIC resistance. They don't want ASICs to be able to mine it so that it can remain a decentralized currency and there is no centralization of mining, right? So you can, if you want to read this article here, how about I'll pop this in my in here. Yeah, you won't be mining Monero, but if anybody wants to read that, that's the link. I highly doubt you'll be able to click it. I have no idea why YouTube doesn't let me share links, and you can't click them, but if you go to the website, you'll be able to find it, and we'll give you guys that over here as well. Bitmain will give refunds to the people that bought the 12. I freaking hope so, because they're getting robbed for sure, robbed. If they bought a freaking miner at 12,000 freaking dollars, that's insane. But anyway, you guys can go ahead and read this article if you want, but it basically explains, and you see, I mean, there's CPU, GPU, talking about ASICs and how Bitcoin's drawbacks with their proof of work system being mined on ASICs and all that. Go ahead and give that article a read if you want to gain some knowledge on this particular issue. But totally, most of the coins that really care about ASIC resistance and decentralization are going to change their algorithm. Therefore, these miners are going to be absolute freaking useless. I don't think they're going to be useful at all. I think it's dumb. Any other questions, guys? Questions? Or anything else that can elaborate on that? I don't know if I just cut that topic off. Mickey asks, are you buying one of the Dragon Mints? I am not buying a CryptoNight miner whatsoever. I need to see how this plays out, because if a lot of the coins are just gonna fork off and do another algorithm, then why do I want to have another miner that's limited in currencies, limited in coins it's gonna be able to mine, that are gonna get flooded with these freaking miners coming out? I don't think it's smart. I really don't think it's smart. Even the Siacoin miner that I bought, I there's a little bit of a learning curve with that. I know the Dash miner did the same thing, and I bought the Siacoin miner expecting a lack of, a massive drop in profitability, and I expected it to drop basically to the numbers that I had until the market crashed again. So $20 to $30 a day is what I expected to get out of it. Once the market was flooded with a bunch of these miners, and that's the target point that it came down to. Basically, I'm still like $20 a day right now, but yeah, it's still Siacoin did, or the Sia team did talk about forking and changing their algorithm in order to nullify the ASIC machines. But the thing is that they are supportive of the other company. What's the other one? The what's the other company that's making the Siacoin miner? The and the Decred miner? Obelisk. Yeah, Obelisk is the other one. That's right. So actually, here, guys. There's Obelisk that's making the other side, because they're making a Decred and a Siacoin miner, and they're you have to pre-order them, and you pre-order them, and they're not shipping until like September. So in my opinion, it's a really shitty buy. If it's not shipping till September, you're not going to make any money. But the Sia team was supportive of these ASICs, and they're already being sold and shipped. And when Bitmain, like they made a super power, like an awesome freaking miner and shipped it like right out of the gate. Buy it now, ships in like 3 days, and that's why I bought it, because it was shipping now, way, way, way ahead of these things, and not as efficient, but definitely more powerful than these things. And so I bought one. I FOMOed into it, basically, right? But then the Sia team was talking about forking their currency. I don't think they were able to do it because they were supporting ASICs by this particular company, right? So if they're going to support ASICs by one company, they can't just start saying anybody that bought Bitmain miners, we're going to fork our currency and say that you guys can't mine it, because they're going to have a massive uproar in the community, right? So I think I'm still okay with the Sia miner, but I am very much not interested in the Kryptonite miner right now. I would like to see how this plays out, and then later on, when the market adjusts and the difficulty levels adjust on all the coins, and whichever coins are still left on the same Kryptonite algorithm, then I would reevaluate my idea of whether or not I want to buy one of these miners. How much are you making off the Siacoin miner right now? Is my thing open? Well, right now it's only $13 a day because Siacoin dropped down to like a penny, but I'm just not selling at that. It's gonna come back up and probably level out at about $20 a day once the market stabilizes and decides what the hell it's doing, and we get another altcoin pump. But again, I'm not gonna do any selling until we have an altcoin pump. Now, I took some money off the table, and I have a whole bunch more Siacoin. I wonder how much Siacoin I'm sitting on. What do I have? I'm probably sitting on about 40,000 Siacoin right now. So it's like $400, which is like not much. But I sold like $600 or $700 worth already, and I'm sitting on like $400 more right now. But again, I'm not selling that till it doubles. So when it's worth like $800, I'll sell it. It's just absolutely stupid to be selling Siacoin right now when you're mining it, because it's like it's so freaking low in price. It'll come back to that 2 cent mark. No, without a doubt, it'll come back to that 2 cent mark. Any other questions, guys, or any other topics you'd like me to hit? Mickey says, I got a couple of L3s running. Yeah. How's the L3 doing? Are they pretty profitable still, or what? I think the last time last time I calculated the ROI on those, they were at like 220 or 240 days or something like that. But that was like a month ago at least. So such a massive delay between when I talk and when you guys actually get the message. About $12 a day. Mickey says he's getting about $12 a day off the L3. Okay. So you're doing about the same as I am with the Siacoin miner right now, except my coin's going to go up. And my coin will double faster than yours. Yeah, I don't use NiceHash. I don't like NiceHash. I like to actually mine coins. I don't like to mine NiceHash. I think it's a ripoff. Sometimes it's profitable, but I think it's a ripoff. Yeah, I overclock my machines too. Absolutely. I'm about well, base clock on the Sidecoin miner, the what's it called? The A3. The A3? Yeah, A3. Um, the base clock speed on the A3 is 600 megahertz, and I have it clocked at 668 megahertz. So I'm like 10, 11, 11.3% overclocked, 11.2%, 11.4%, 11 point some percent overclocked. B. Johnson says, have you ever heard of Hashgraph? Somebody was talking about Hashgraph the other day. What is Hashgraph? Let me do a Google search. I've heard a bunch of people talking about this, and I have no idea what it's about. Hashgraph, the trust layer for the internet. Am I looking at the right thing? Is this the right thing I'm looking at here? This Hashgraph? Is this what you're talking about? Because I don't know anything about it. Hedera Hashgraph platform. Is this blockchain alternative? Okay, so I'm looking at the right thing. Hashgraph platform provides a new form of distributed consensus, a way for people who don't know or trust each other to securely collaborate and transact online without the need for a trusted intermediary. The platform is lightning fast, secure, and fair, and unlike some blockchain-based platforms, doesn't require compute-heavy proof of work. Hedera enables and empowers the developers to build an entirely new class of distributed applications never before possible. Interesting. Do you guys want me to keep reading this out loud for you guys or what? But yeah, I don't know anything about it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, cool. Council developers. You can build an entirely new class of distributed applications on Hedera Hashgraph using a native cryptocurrency. You have complete ownership and discretion over the licensing you choose for these applications. Interesting. Platform token. We'll have a native. This is a utility token. Let's learn more about the token. So is this? Are they doing an ICO or something? And do I have to register for this or what? Platform token. Okay, that we read. Vision. All right, fine. Mission. All right. Team. No names I know, but that's okay. Okay. Partners. And system integrators. Partners and system integrators. So they have people lined up who are interested in using it. It's cool, guys. Let's sign up for the newsletter. Census video, token. So we don't have like white papers and shit like that yet. Oh, that's the menu again. Register your interest. Learn more about use a microtransaction store to smart contract services. Cool. Develop mode. No, I'm not accredited. I guess I'll fill that out when you guys aren't looking. Interesting. So, play. You guys want to watch a video?
It started with a 30-year-old consensus algorithm. Mathematically speaking, it was perfect. Practically speaking, it was unusable. We weren't the first to discover it or rediscover it. We were simply the first to ask, what if we could fix it? What if we could re-engineer it to power a global decentralized network? So we did. The private permission ledgers came first. The community came next. They're fairly by you.
Okay. So, judging by this form, they have a question here that says, are you an accredited investor? And which I'm not, but judging by that, I think that they're only taking investments from accredited investors. So I don't think they're doing an ICO. I don't think it's an ICO. From what I understand, you need to invest a ton of money to get a piece in this. YouTuber Mike Michaels is doing a pool for it. Yeah, and it looks like you need to be an accredited investor. Question is, can we make money off it? I hope so. If it's challenging blockchain, it could be a massive moneymaker. Yeah, and it sounds like, I mean, if it's for developments and that, it's like, yeah, sounds interesting. So anyway, I'd like to learn some more about it. I don't know enough to talk. I just basically, I'm reading the website, right? So, yeah, interesting, cool. Thanks for bringing that up because I've seen a bunch of people talking about that, and I didn't know anything about it. So now I know just slightly more than nothing about it. How is the robot doing? Um, Actually, I kind of talked about that a little bit earlier. You're talking about the robot, the script I coded. Excuse me, the script I coded up for in TradingView. I did it in PineScript in TradingView, and yeah, I was saying it made a long at the completely wrong time. Basically, it longed 82 8280 or so, I think. What did it actually long? Looks like it longed 8280. Here, I can check that. Oh, it longed at 8263. So it's just, so what happened here? Why don't I, and it's not a horribly bad thing, but I was saying when is my screen share on? I was saying, so you see I got this marker. I actually have two scripts running. One is my strategy, which has backtesting ability, and then I converted my strategy into a study script. So this L and this arrow is actually where it triggered the signal in order to go long, and it did that based on my algorithm, which uses moving averages. And because this little blue line just went a freaking cunt hair above my 55, my trigger line, it triggered a long, so it pulled a long on the next candle at the worst possible freaking time. But again, like it doesn't like long my entire freaking account. It longs like 5% of my account. So I'll just hold that long. Basically, I opened a short, right? And my bot opened a long. So I have a long and a short open on two different sites, two different services. And so I'm playing a short while my bot played a freaking long, unfortunately. Um, and it's partially due to a slight misconfiguration. But that's okay. So all it's going to do now is it's going to go down, and we're going to end up, like I say, probably hitting a bottom at 7,700, right? Which is going to bring my yellow line down a lot, and then I'll get a new buy signal, and then all it's going to do is make a new buy, and it'll dollar cost average, and my average entry will be like 7,900 or something like that, or 70, or maybe 8,000 average entry or something like that. That's fine. If it goes down some more, it'll dollar cost average down again for me. And then eventually when it pumps, it'll sell when it knows it's in profit. The back testing on it came out to like a 57% profit since January 1st, so I'm not entirely worried about it, and I'm kind of playing with it. I think it's cool. But yeah, totally the bot made a stupid dumb move here and longed when it should have shorted. But that's okay. I'll play it out. I'm gonna hold that and play it out. And again, I didn't put all my freaking money into my freaking bot, right? I think that'd be stupid. I put like a small amount of balance into my bot, and then of that balance, it only trades with 5% at a time. So it longed to your 5%, right? And then it'll, when it goes down and it finds another buy trigger, based on my moving average strategy and a couple other mathematical calculations, it'll just find a new long entry. It'll long again with another 5% of my balance, and then that dollar cost averages me down, and then it'll wait for a pump, and then when it pumps above the average price by the certain percentages calculated mathematically that's in my script, which you guys don't need to know all the details. And again, I don't want to give you all the details because this is my proprietary algorithm now, and not for sale. But it'll just dollar cost average down, and then when it knows it's above its average entry price by the certain percentages and mathematical calculations that I entered into the script, it'll sell. I'll make money. Until then, I'm looking for targets to get out of my short right now. So yeah, I kind of went back to playing margin a little bit. I gotta not freaking, I gotta think critically and not long or short my entire freaking account at like 25x leverage. Oops, I got wrecked last time I did that. Anyway, any other questions? Am I still on screen share? I hope you guys can see my screen. Yeah. But anyway, I'm playing with the bot still, and I like it. It's interesting. It's fun. So while it's going, I'm probably gonna work on some other algorithms as well and see what I can come up with, and that. And so I want to test this. I think today what I might do is I'm gonna recode my script and just clean up the code a little bit and make it more user friendly. That way there I can encrypt it, and then I can actually share it with you guys who are in the CoinTrade Mastery Premium channel. Yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to code my script, which I was talking about doing yesterday. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to recode my script so that it shows all the entries and exits and that on your chart for you. And then if you're a CoinTrade Mastery Premium member, you'll get access to that script in the Discord channel. But you got to be a premium member, guys, because it is my proprietary algorithm, basically, that I put together. It's mine. I don't want to give it away to everybody, because if too many people started trading on the same algorithm, right, then basically that means that I'm losing money, because too many people, too much money entering and exiting at the exact same time is retarded, right? It kills the market. So I don't want everybody to have it. I'm not publicly posting it on TradingView. And if you would like to get a copy of the script for TradingView, I'm going to encrypt it using PineCrypt. That way there you will be unable to share the script with everybody else, and I can actually time bomb it. So I will put a 1 month time bomb in it. That way there you guys can use the script for a month. And then if you are still a CoinTrade Mastery Premium member, you'll be able to download a new copy that'll be good for a month. So yeah, it's really, really neat. I was learning yesterday about how to encrypt PineScript, and yeah, totally, I can time bomb it. I love it. So now I feel pretty good about sharing my algorithms and that with you guys who are in the group, because I don't want it to be published all over the freaking place. This way here, if you guys do share it with your friends and it starts getting out there, in a month it gets time bombed, and then only the people who are members will be able to have access to it again. So totally, guys, one more little piece of value I'm bringing to you guys in the CoinTrade Mastery Premium group, right? So guys, if you want to get involved with CoinTradeMastery.com, CoinTrade Mastery right above my head right there, actually is over there, I think, and jump in there, guys. I gotta put the price up still. I keep forgetting to put the price up. I gotta get in there. It's still $249. It's gonna be $299. Like right now, as soon as I get off this video, I'm putting the price up. So if you want to get it for $249 instead of $299, then you better go very, very quick and get it before I shut this video off, because I'm logging in to my server and putting the freaking price up right now. So anyway, guys, is there any other last minute questions before I end this stream? Any other questions, guys? Cool. Chris, you spell cool like a girl. K-E-W-E-L. Kale. Sorry, bud. I gotta pick on somebody. Giving you guys just last seconds for questions, guys. Otherwise, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. Close out some browser tabs I don't need. Yeah. All right, guys, that's it for me. I'm going to get off of here, and if we get some new developments in the market, I will go live again, maybe later on today or something. So for right now, I'm targeting 7,700, and at 7,700, I will both likely end my short and go long, unless anything else changes with my my plan or my strategy or the conditions of the market. And until I see some changes, whether I was right or whether I was wrong, and determine that I need to make a new video, we will we'll see you on that video. It might be live later on today, who knows. So yeah, on the agenda today, one, putting the price up on CoinTradeMastery.com. So if you want a discount, get in right now. If you don't, you can pay more later. If you want access to the premium stuff, basically in the free course, there's absolutely no content, but there will be sometime in the future, and it's going to be all your basic stuff, and it's going to be free. Like, what is a Bitcoin? How do you buy a Bitcoin? What is a wallet? How do you make a Bitcoin transaction? All that stuff, man, you can get that right now by using. You can go right now to www. Now write this down. Grab a pen and a piece of paper. All right, Google.com and type in anything you want to know, and you can figure it out right there for yourself, right? So for all that free stuff, like how do I make a Bitcoin transaction, how do I what are some good wallets and all that, you can get all that for free right now on Google. So when I get around to making all of those basic videos, I'm going to put them and include them in the CoinTradeMastery.com course in the free section, because I don't think anybody should have to pay for stuff when you can just go to Google and get it for free. But I think it'd be some great value for some people, coming in and want to learn in one clear and concise spot. And of course, since I only accept cryptocurrencies as payment for the premium course, then I need you to know how to make a Bitcoin transaction if you're going to pay me in Bitcoin for the course, right? So I just think it'll be some great free value to give you guys, for some of you guys who are like very new in cryptocurrency. And for those of you guys who are interested in the affiliate program with CoinTradeMastery.com, of course, I do offer to anybody, and you don't even need to buy the course in order to take part in the affiliate program. All right, is you can earn a 40% commission, direct commission, none of this MLM, none of this Ponzi shit. But if you just sign up right now, just go get a free account. You can go down in the affiliate tab and get your affiliate code, and you can actually promote CoinTrade Mastery. Now, it makes no sense unless you're a member and you actually know what the content is, but you can go ahead and promote CoinTradeMastery.com and get a 40% direct commission. Okay, so my course is $300. You're gonna get 40% of that. 40% of that is 36 what 9 40% is what's 40%, like $120 or something? I don't know why I can't do math right now. $120, yeah. All right. So yeah, 40% is $120. So you sell a course, they pay $300, you get 120 of it. That's a pretty good deal, right? So it's a 60-40 split if you sell it. And yeah, and for those of you who are interested in selling it like that, I think the free portion is really going to be your selling feature and really be able to get a lot of people in like that. I think it's going to be really freaking awesome. And yeah, guys, get involved. And more importantly, those of you who are already members, you need to be getting involved and talking more in the Discord group in order to develop your comfort with speaking this language, with showing some charts and sharing your ideas. And look, guys, I mean, I don't care if we get a lot of bad charts going in there. You gotta start somewhere. You gotta gain some experience, and as you do that, you're gonna start having better charts, better and better trading ideas, right? So, yeah, get involved, guys. Totally should be getting involved. Yeah, and that's about it. CoinTradeMastery.com. Get involved. What else did I want to say? Oh, and I'm gonna code up my script. So yeah, guys, the paid course is all trading theory, guys. It's all charts, how to chart on TradingView. Which I got to do a new introductory video for because the one sucks. But that's okay. But there's a whole bunch of other ones all about chart patterns, all different indicators I use, different strategies. And it starts from how to speak the language and kind of one thing at a time as you go through. So if you want to learn all this stuff, website's right there. Hit it up. And until then, guys, I don't think there's any questions that came in on YouTube's. Yeah, okay, guys. Until then, I think we'll see you on the next video. Remember to stay profitable. Don't FOMO. Enter your trades on a condition. Exit your trades when your condition is no longer true or your target is met, whichever comes first, right? And stay safe out there. Trade critically. Don't trade on emotions, guys. All right. Till then, see you on the next video. Why won't you stop? This program